Hello everyone, I'm humanHardDrive, and today on our Arduino tutorials we're going to be taking another look at the Arduino Leonardo. Last time we looked at its capabilities to emulate a keyboard device. Today we're going to be looking at those abilities to emulate a mouse. Now, I'd received a comment on the previous video showing me functionality I had thought about but never really considered doing, but now I thought, yeah, why not? And that functionality is as an excellent prank device. And today we're going to be writing some code to make this act as something that will irritate your coworkers, friends, or just people you don't like. So it's just going to create some mouse events that should prove to be irritating. So with that, let's go ahead and get started. Now, the mouse is going to be a lot like the keyboard. You're going to have mouse.begin and mouse.end, and you're going to have to design a way such that you can make the mouse device start and stop so that you can reprogram the device and so that it doesn't get into weird behavior when you try to do so. So with that in mind, let's go ahead and get started. There are three functions we're going to be looking at. That is mouse.press, mouse.release, and mouse.move. Mouse.press is like the keyboard.press along with mouse.release. It's going to press the button and then you have to release the button, so that's either mouse left or mouse right. We'll take a look at both those in the code. And mouse.move, which will move the mouse. It doesn't set it to a position on the screen, it just changes its X, Y, and scroll wheel position. So those are the three functions we're going to be taking a look at. So with that, let's go ahead and write the whole code. So we're going to start with the pin mode again. Make sure that we can enable the mouse device to start and stop when we want to. So I'm setting pin mode 2 as an input and setting its pull up so that we can just connect pin 2 to ground to start the mouse device and then remove it when we want it to stop. And then I'm going to say random seed. Random seed is the function you call to seed the random number generator, and I'm just giving it a random value to seed it with, and that's the millisecond timer or whatever it is at this point. So it's random. It should make the device behave every time differently every time you power the device, because we want this to act randomly. So if digital read 2 is low, need a close parenthesis there. This is where we start the device. So we just say mouse.begin, and that starts the Leonardo acting as a mouse device. Now, there are three things I want this thing to do. I want it to press the right-click button, because I'm a Windows user, and I find accidentally clicking the right mouse button can be quite irritating, especially when you don't know what it's coming from, or when you right-click on something you shouldn't be right-clicking on. Double mouse click for pretty much this same reason as the right, except you could accidentally start an application or click submit on a form. It can be irritating. And the third case, I just wanted to jiggle the mouse a bit. So let's create a switch case, and this will be random from 0 to 3. Okay, and let's hear case 0. We'll make this double-click the left mouse button. So mouse.press mouse_left. That's the variable for the left mouse button. And then we'll delay so that we can then mouse.press, or not press, release mouse left. So that's a single click. Now we got to do it again. Mouse.press mouse left, and then just release it one more time. Release, come on, there we go. There we go, okay. So that's the first case. Case 0, so it's going to press the button, it's going to wait a certain amount of time, it's going to release the button, so that's click, let go, and then click, let go. Alright, so that's the first case, and then we'll make case 1. This will be the right mouse click. So mouse.press mouse right. And we'll just, again, use that delay again to give space between the press and the release. Move the mouse out of the way. and then break. And then the third case, case 0, or not case 0, what am I saying? Case 2, mouse.move, and then I'll just have it random from negative 128 to 128, random negative 128 to 128, and then 0. So this is it's going to move a random amount in the x direction, a random amount in the y direction, and then I'm not going to move the scroll wheel. The third argument is the scroll wheel. That's positive up or negative down. So that's it. Now, obviously, after you run this, it's going to have to pause a random amount of time, because if it continually does this, it's going to be quite apparent that something's going on. So we'll just throw in a delay after this switch, so we'll delay. And for demonstration purposes, I'm just going to keep it to 5 seconds in between. And then we have to create the else. Now, this is different from the keyboard program we wrote in that this is going to run multiple times instead of just once. So we have to create an else statement for our if digital read 2 equals low. We have to say else mouse.end, because we don't want it to continue running. We want it to stop being a mouse. And so that is the code. So I'm just going to go ahead and plug in my Leonardo. And I'm going to upload this code, make sure the proper board is selected, Leonardo, serial port 14, and we'll upload. See if I made any errors. Doesn't look like it. Uploading. Okay, so here's my mouse, and I'll fix it right here. Now I'm going to set pin 0, 1, 2 to ground. And there we go. See right away, it right mouse clicks. And now we'll see what else it does. Move the mouse randomly. And another 5 seconds. It ditched over there. And so there we go. So now I'm going to unplug the mouse, or not unplug the mouse, unplug pin 2 from ground, and we can see that the behavior stops. Yeah, it stops. Okay. And so that's it. So this is just a basic template. You can do whatever you want with this. You can make this delay random. Again, this was just here for demonstration purposes. You can tweak how much it moves, what buttons are pushed. It's really up to you. This is just the basics of making the Leonardo behave as a mouse and doing something a little mischievous with it. So that is it for this video. I'm humanHardDrive. Thanks for watching.